Yeah.
I was wondering if you could address the difference between the LSD experience and mushroom experience, if there is a difference, and also your feelings about marijuana as an altered state.
Well, the LSD experience is, I speak only from my own experience, of course, but to me it seemed more psychoanalytical than psychedelic. I was in my early 20s when I encountered LSD. Maybe I had more stuff, as they say, to deal with. But it was not a reliable visionary drug for me. It caused me to have funny ideas. It seemed mostly to be a thought thing, but not a visual thing. And somehow in my education, somewhere along the way, I had picked up this bias in favor of the visual channel. I wasn't satisfied with LSD. I wanted those things that Havelock Ellis describes, where he talks about, jeweled ruins and phosphorescent maidens in diaphanous gowns howling demon songs beneath a violet moon. And that was what I wanted, not funny ideas. And what I found, and I worked pretty diligently at it with LSD, I found that my most satisfying LSD experiences were while smoking hash. And that really did do something interesting, sent it skittering off in these wonderful visionary directions. But these things do have characters. And this is something probably worth talking about in this group, that at low doses, everything seems like everything else. In other words, a little mescaline, a tiny amount of LSD, a little bit of MDMA, a tiny tad of psilocybin. All of these things simply register as wired, arousal, eager to hear what's being said and follow the thread of the argument, and just absolutely fascinated by what's going on, no matter what's going on. But as you raise the dose, the character of these things begins to appear. And, for instance, psilocybin is, to my mind, in many ways, the most anomalous. Because, number one, this thing about how it speaks, it does speak, and none of the others do. The others, you may occasionally, in years of fiddling, get a sentence or two, but the mushroom just is voluble. It just comes on and raves, and sometimes and people have said to me, it really does rave. It's not a calm, it's not a go with the flow rap. It's rap about planetary destiny in the next 10 million years and the last 10 million years, and it's this trumpet blast, Cecil B. DeMille, hyper, real like that. Well, then something like ayahuasca, which is this thing these shamans use in the Amazon basin that's based on DMT and monoamine oxidase inhibitors, you take that and it's about the rivers and the jungle and these people and their humility and dignity and your humility and dignity and the earth and plants and life and water and sunlight, and it's this totally earthbound, terrestrial, life-affirming thing. And it does not speak, but it's an I, and its language is visual. And after an ayahuasca trip, you just feel like your eyes are literally bulging out of your head. You've spent 6 hours looking, just, not really doing anything else but looking. Well, then something like Datura has this watery, magical, forgetful, kind of witchy, occult quality. It's, shadows.
Oh, this is very unprofessional. There we go. Welcome back. As always, it is your host, your friend, your mate, your pal, your boy, your confidant, if you will, Arachnid Soul, coming to you not today, but tonight with something a little bit different. Hopefully my microphone doesn't sound horrible. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. If not, please let me know in chat. Playing random games tonight because I'm up late. Gonna play a little bit of Forza Horizon 4, the GOAT of modern open world racing, the GOAT of the Forza Horizon series. Out of games I've played, I heard that 3 was very good as well. We're gonna get into it. A pink car today. That music sounds very loud. Streamer friendly mode is on, so we're not gonna hear any of the great soundtrack this game has to offer. Let's take a look here and see what the dailies are. Before we get into the shank of the night, please do your boy a favor. Like, subscribe if you have not already. I assume you subscribed already, and I assume you like as soon as you come in here. Already got the weeklies done. Let's see, what do we have here? Earn 1 ultimate near miss skill. I could not get this. The beat around the bush, earn 1 lumberjack skill is pretty easy. We'll probably stumble onto that. And it's 12:07. Is it too late to get into... Yes, it's too late to get into the Forza live thing. So let's just drive around here. If you're in chat, do me a favor. Say what's up, or say hey, or hi, or any of those things. Look for some cool races to do here. What is this? This looks close-ish. Where are we? Is that close? No, that's, well, we're gonna cut through the... cut through something here. We'll find a better race. These races are pretty simple. Let's do this one. We could fast travel, but why do that? Starting out horribly. Horrible drift to kick off the stream.
Turn right.
It's going to be a little bit wonky driving since I'm not used to sitting quite this close to the TV screen, but I have to, so the microphone picks it up. It's going to be yet one more stream that Fight Night's Finest is upset about me, or upset with me about, because I always tend to do these streams when you can't watch them. It's an awesome near miss. To get this ultimate near miss, you have to near miss like 17 cars in a row. This one's awkward. I'm not going to count that. But that tractor. Oh, we did get the lumberjack thing there. We must have hit some fallen logs in the woods. Playing in England here, so everybody's driving on the wrong side of the road. Probably gonna get some Brits in chat. They're the only people who will actually be awake at this hour. It's about 8 a.m. there.
Turn left.
Ooh, that was sloppy. That was the real sloppy, but it's okay. We need to go through here anyway. People like to use this game with more serious Forza games. You're going to see some drop frames. That's not my game. That's my PC acting up. I was hoping that would be fixed by the time we got on the screen. Apparently it is not. Figured I'd come on here and stream a little bit. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Somebody's inviting me to something. Playground games. What are they hosting? Whatever they were hosting is closed now. Probably to change my in-game outfit for streaming. People are going to be wondering what's with the pink cap. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I like that. Wear pink in games. What are they? What is this? King of the Castle or something? Anything goes. King, 5 minutes. I know people would love to see me do that, but we're gonna do this race instead. Which cars are eligible for this? Let's stay with this pink car. It's a Porsche. We're trying to level it up. It's the outfit I'm wearing on the game right now because I've unlocked these pieces. One of the cool things about this game that annoyed me at first, but I came to love, is the fact that you can't just use in-game currency to buy clothing. It's a night race. No, it isn't. You guys are coming off the line slow, aren't you? Real slow. There goes my audio, my headset. Now it's like I'm playing a game that sounds very muted, weird, very muddy. It's gonna throw me and I can't reach down to make the adjustments. Start out here, probably lost in this race. 13% of the race is done, you can see it in the upper left. That wasn't a bad turn to fix the mic. There we go, sound back in the headset. It's all gonna sound good if you're listening to the stream, but for me, it's not so good. Wet road here, car that I'm not too familiar with. Turn was on point. But people confuse this with the more serious and not so good Forza games. This is not one of them. This is a great racing game. Maybe the most fun I've had in a racing game since Need for Speed was good. Since Burnout Paradise. Since Burnout Paradise 2, aka Need for Speed Most Wanted, I believe 2012 was the year. Starting to get my street legs here under me. These turns are looking a little bit better. Obviously, when you're in first place, you can slow down. You don't have to panic. Take a little bit more time. Possibly going to play a little bit of Ballotro, or Ballotro, if you want to say it correctly. It is Ballotro. Not Ballotro or Ballotro like I say. It's Ballotro. And I thought we were starting out lost, but this will be a win. It's been mostly clean. Had a couple of hiccups here. Driving at night, and also driving in the rain when the street is slippery. Changes a lot of stuff in this game. It's catching up. Actually closer than it should have been, but we're just warming up, playing with a Porsche that I usually do not use. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, happy Canadian Thanksgiving, both occurred the same day, which was today, or I guess technically 14 minutes ago yesterday. We just crossed over midnight here on the west coast of the United States. I'm coming to you live from the great state of California. The thing about California is a lot of people here complain about this state. I'm not from this state. I'm from New York City originally, but I've lived a bunch of places, and I can tell you this is one of the better places. Point to point, 4.5 miles. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to look for something else to do. We're way over here now. Are we gonna run the gauntlet, boys and girls? Oh no.
It's safe to do so.
Gonna run the gauntlet on screen?
In 400 yards, turn left.
One of my favorite races, if not my favorite race in this game. A 10-minute race. I'll take this down on the beach for a second. Boat gonna stop me? Yes. not the best car for doing tricks. This car will flip over on you in a heartbeat.
Recalculating route.
That drop frame is as annoying for me as it is for you. Yes, I am witnessing it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is
You
the
have arrived at your
world
destination.
famous gauntlet. Dirt racing. Do we dare do it in this car? I don't think so. Let's do a solo. Let's see which cars are eligible here. Why can't I use... Because I don't want to do it in this car. In fact, let's switch cars here. Another cool feature of this game. Got 2 invites now. Playground Games event. Wow, this game's popping off right now at midnight. How many players are on this server? As you can see, there's a bunch of people driving up and down here. This is a thing that people love to do. Just drag racing up and down along this strip. All those gray dots you see are players. Let's get the official count right now. There's 53 players on the server. Let's switch cars here. See points wise where we are with the car mastery. It's kind of the RPG elements of this sweet game. Cars, let's go to my cars. How many cars do I own in this? Almost 200 cars, 196 cars I own in this game. I've played this a little bit. Let's look at some of my favorites, figure out what we want to use here. I know this is crazy, but this old rusty VW Bug is one of my favorite cars in this game. And it would be a great car to use for this dirt race. Let's see what else we have. The Bob Marley, the Batman. This one would be great. This Jeep is beautiful. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's go with the old Volkswagen Bug. People are gonna say this car looks rusty, it looks beat up. Arachnid Soul, what are you doing in this car? And it is. This car has been through hell and back. Let's look at the interior here. Alright. Love this car. Love it. Should we give it a paint job? Is that a thing we can do here? Or do we have to be at a house to do that? Let's actually do, before we get into it, let's do a super wheel spin, see if we can unlock some clothing. We have enough cars. We don't need cars, we don't need money, we don't need street cred. We go, oh please, your boy got a helmet, finally. Finally, your boy got a helmet. We're gonna do one more spin. I've got 130 hours in this game. That's the first helmet. And it's pink and blue, it matches the outfit. One more spin. Nothing's gonna top that though. I'm gonna tell you right now. Nothing's topping that. The leather shorts and they're black? Wait a minute, we gotta do one more spin. We're getting clothes now, we're getting cars too, but we're getting clothes. We have to keep going. There are rules in life. Gonna give me the white trousers and the yellow biker helmet. We're gonna have to put that helmet on. I'm sorry. I know we were gonna run this race right now, but do I own a house around here? Where am I? I don't own that house, but I do own this one back here. Let's make that U-turn.
When it is safe to do so.
Head back over there. Now this VW Bug is really cool off-road. You are seeing some of the really nice weather settings in this game. Daytime, nighttime, different seasons. A little bit of fog now.
In 400 yards, turn
Come on
left.
here.
your destination.
Go in here, try this helmet on. I mean, you don't know. To me, no matter how horribly the races in this stream go or anything else goes, the fact that I've just unlocked a helmet, finally. Let's take a look at these shorts too while we're here. Let's take a look at the shorts and also the white trousers that we just unlocked. Let's look at the trousers first, if we can find them. Gotta be in here somewhere. Those are the shorts we just passed. Where are these trousers? Unless that was just like a figment of my imagination. I'm glad we're streaming though, because I will contact this company. These are the... Okay, they're white. They're a little, they're like the skirt, but a little bit different. So now let's look at these shorts. Bruh. You wear a lot of goofy stuff on this game, but I'm gonna figure out something with those shorts at some point. Let's go over to the hats. Unfortunately, this game not available anymore. People slept on it. They thought it was the serious Forza game. So they're like, I don't like that. I like Need for Speed. This is better than Need for Speed now. We got helmets. Oh my god. Your boy is actually looking like he belongs out there now. Stop. And I know people are saying that's purple. It doesn't match the pink. I got it. But you have to work with what you have to work with here. Can we throw on some kind of jacket over the top to bring this look together? This is half the fun of the game, changing these outfits. We do have this. That's not quite purple. Not quite purple. So we're gonna have to work for some purple outfits, but that's okay. This looks pretty good. Helmet's a little bit off, but we're just gonna ignore that. Let's see, maybe we can do something with the legs here. Do we have any purple anything? They just throw random colors at you in this game. That's purple, but it's like a different type of purple. Feet, we have to go with those motocross boots. Yeah, this is cool though. I like this. Not gonna see the watch. Could switch up the gloves if we want to, but let's stay with the pink. But actually, you know what? Because we need to do something to bring that yellow in. So let's switch to those gloves. Could go snazzy if we wanted. James Bond tux. But we're not going to. This looks good. This looks good, but I know people are going to be saying, you know, you have to do something about that car. That paint job looks suspect. And we are going to do that as soon as I figure out how to do it. Find new hot designs. Could go with the pink. Could go with the pink. The pink, that might, I mean, that matches the car. But let's take a look here. Let's actually... This is a pro tip too. You're gonna play this game, you're gonna scroll through, you're gonna be like, oh, those are all the like car designs people have? That's not that many. You press select, make, switch that to current car model, switch that to current car, ignore the rest of this, go down to search, and now you're gonna have an insane amount of cars, way more than we had before. There's my boy Viggo Mortensen. Let's see what we're gonna do here. That first pink car, pink and yellow, did look pretty snazzy though with the outfit I have here. Do we go all in with the pink? We go all in with the Miku? And you just sit here all day and you'll find stuff. I'd love to go with like a rusted look like this. Like another rusted look. Okay, we are streaming, so man, this looks cool to me too. But let's go back. We can always switch back to this rusty look if we want to. Let's go back to this. I'm gonna download this and apply it. That's how easy it is in this game. Arachnid, you're not gonna address the elephant in the room. What was that at the beginning of the stream? Why am I watching a video on demand and you still have the countdown in the video on demand? This makes no sense to me. This is not done. Why have you decided to do this? That's real simple. I thought I'd put something cool on. Couldn't put on the Fuji's, the score. It's raining out here now. See some sheep out here. We're gonna leave them alone. So I said, let me put on some Terrence McKenna. He'll be talking about shrooms. He'll be talking about LSD. He'll be talking about cannabis. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. A bad looking paint job here. I'm gonna run the gauntlet in this car. Is that the gauntlet? No, that's something else. But yeah, I thought it would be pretty interesting. And it was. Did we pass it?
Turn around
Look
when
up
it
for
is
a
safe
second,
to
we
do so.
passed it. And this race, the gauntlet, this is where I went from thinking this is an okay game to really being in love with this game. This is such a cool race.
You have arrived at your destination.
To enter this, I would do co-op, but nobody else is here. My first race ever, boys and girls with a helmet on in this game. Getting to do this race in the daytime, which is going to be bad for everybody else. Time this race. You think I'm kidding when I tell you it's like a 10-minute race, but it really is. In the top there, you see the percent in the upper left-hand side. So we're only 1% of this race. That's all we've done so far. There's a turn in this race that I screw up every single time. And we're gonna see, I don't know where it comes up. So that's why I screw it up. So we're gonna see if I screw it up this time. You will notice in this game that that's that Fallout card. Might have missed that. I really should have just, instead of rewinding, I should have just gone back again because this race is long enough. But you notice that these maps are not flat, they're rocky. You feel the vibration in the controller. Maybe we're gonna play a little electro when we're done with this. Possibly put on, we might have to play one match on WWE 2K. This is the turn I always screw up. I always go into those rocks. Every single time. I never know when it's coming though. This car just handles beautifully. Not the fastest car in the world. As you can see behind the Arachnid Soul. I use the slipstream here. It's so successful. Behind the Arachnid Soul logo. We're only going about 120 miles per hour in this car. One of the reasons that I like using this car as well is because when I was growing up, the Volkswagen Bug was always one of my favorite cars. I always thought, okay, when I'm an adult, I'm going to buy one of them. And I never have, but I would love to purchase one of these cars. If you're selling a Volkswagen Bug and you live in Southern California, and you're selling it at a reasonable price, please hit me up. I am interested. It's basically like being in a soda can. If you get in any kind of wreck, you're almost guaranteed to die. That doesn't bother me. Still up to drive around with the car. I don't know if it has an AC. I don't know what the radio situation would be like. Does it have like a cassette player, an 8-track player? Doesn't matter to me. People are going to wonder what kind of color I'm going to paint it. I'm thinking, I don't even like blue, but maybe all blue, like a nice candy blue. You're only 26% of the way done with this race. I probably should put this race on a harder difficulty. I was playing this with someone else, and this was the difficulty that we could both win races at. I can push myself. I can win this race on the hardest difficulty, I'm sure, though I've never done it. Back. Other cool thing about this game is there seems to be way more legitimate women that play this game than most racing games. You see women on this game and on Mario Kart. But most racing games you don't see actual women. You might see guys, but guys with female avatars. I know a lot of women who play this. It's cool that they've designed a game that's kind of appealing to not just one gender. If I would have gone off the side of the mountain, then that would have been it. But the focus it took in craft car that I was in, when I first started to play this game, didn't understand how to tune the cars, how to deal with this bumpiness in the road. I was so used to just flat Need for Speed. But like I said, I fell in love with this game playing this race. This was the one that made me go from thinking this is a really good game, this is a phenomenal game. And when you get the hang of the drifts and the dirt, how these different grounds feel, you get the drift there. It just becomes beautiful. Flow with it. Especially if you're not streaming and not talking and not thinking and you just get in that zone like Ken Shamrock. Get into that flow state. Look at this. They should have opened this up to the public so there would have been some other human players on here with me. Halfway through the race, just hit 50%. You see there in the upper left-hand corner. But yeah, I thought I'd put on a little Terrence McKenna, a fascinating guy. One of the most fascinating people to just sit and listen to. I sat and listened to him for hours before. You know, anytime I'm gonna do a trip on any sort of substance, I will listen to Terrence McKenna probably the day before. What you heard him talking about in that clip, I cannot agree with more. He does say that those are just his personal experiences, but we share those same experiences. You know, a tiny, tiny bit of a substance feels like many other substances. I mean, if you've had weed, a tiny amount of weed, that's gonna feel very similar to a tiny amount of mushroom. But a large amount of weed feels very different from a large amount of mushrooms. Also, a large amount of weed, you don't have a voice talking to you and telling you really interesting things. Weed just kind of says, okay, you've got this. You know, your own brain is going to deal with this. And there's not going to be any sort of entity that shows up in your head to say fascinating things, explain the universe to you, and have you ponder your existence and existence of other things. Mushrooms will do it. There's videos on this channel where I talk about the first time that I had mushrooms. And I'm glad I've recorded those videos. Also the first time that I read. Because, you know, I've done these things many times since, and it's hard to remember your first time. So one of the best things you can do is talk about it the day after it happens, or within a couple of days, record it. And that way, if anybody asks me about that stuff, I can tell them I don't fully remember, but I watched the video. Look at the drifts. And this next checkpoint, 74%. You can imagine how awesome this race would be if I was not so experienced on this game. Going through this the first time and just being blown away by the length of this race and the variety in this track. I mean, Need for Speed can't touch this. If you're one of these people who's still rolling with Need for Speed, the cartoon wings and stuff, and you won't play Forza Horizon, you're really doing yourself a tremendous disservice. The servers on this game are still full, even though the license is expired and they've taken the game down. I thought this game would be one of those games that's selling for hundreds of dollars, but you know, on the gray market sites, but it's not. You can actually get this game. Damn, I didn't want to touch that wall. Still vegan even in games. I'm not going to run over chickens. But no, you can still get this pretty cheap. I mean, you can still find this for like under $30, which is well worth it. As I've stated, I have put in around 130 hours in this game. Not anywhere close to being bored of it, sick of it, finished with it. 87% here, flying over this hill. Slowing down a little bit, don't want to screw things up. I'm in first place, so I've got time to consider everything, every movement. Different seasons on this game, meaning that the tracks are different. Every time the season changes, there might be a puddle one season, the next season that's ice, and you slide through it. Soundtrack on this game is amazing. This is the streaming mode, as I stated towards the beginning of this stream, so you can't really hear the amazing soundtrack, but believe me. Great soundtrack on this game. Nice turn there, coming up on the finish at 96%. I wanted to stream this race for a long time, and I might come back and do it on the hardest difficulty at some point. Had a great time being in this VW bug again. Love it. Modified off-road version, and that's the race. First place finish. When I said that that was a 10-minute race, you did not believe me. 11 minutes and 49 seconds of focus it takes to win that race. See some people piling into the chat now. If you are in chat, please say what's up. Please let me know also if you're over in, I guess what they used to call Her Majesty's Royal Kingdom, but Liz isn't with us anymore. Now it's Chuck's running the show over there in England. moonwalk. So that chick did end up coming in second. I'm not sure what kind of car she was in, so I wasn't paying attention to that, but she had a nice little run there. Oh, almost got the wheel spin. As always, had a great time playing the gauntlet. See where we are on the map here. Oh, we're way over here. Well, could go home, but I think what we're actually going to do, we're going to listen to a little bit more Terrence McKenna. Again, Forza, you can go off-road, like, you can do whatever you want.
Turn around.
Forza Horizon. This isn't that Forza Street or whatever that game is. With the subpar driving mechanics, this is the good one. That's the one you want. Wet roads, you come out here, you drift, you mess around with stuff. If I want to go down this mountain, I can. I don't really want to. There's a cool race around here, too.
Turn around.
And you also get points for everything in the game. So like wrecking, you get points for that. That goes towards level up. If I near miss this car, get a little point that pops up in the center of the screen. Near miss this one. If there were more cars, I could get that ultimate near miss thing I need for the day.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
For some reason, there's a shortage of cars out here, at least on this part of the map. Right near miss, going off the road here, lift up. Okay, let's see where we are. Are we near that awesome race? Which is the cool race here? Cross country. All sorts of different events. You can race a train here. I mean, so much stuff to do in this game. This is another great race. This is another phenomenal race. I'm giving you two great races if you play this. The Gauntlet, one of the best races in this game. Mountain Foot, cross country, another great race. You start here in like the Alps or wherever. This would be not the Alps, we're in England. But it's just beautiful. You wind through the mountains, you come down the mountains. We're going to listen to a little bit more Terrence McKenna here. We're going to take a little bit of a break as I switch games, if this will let me tab out. And stay tuned, because probably in about 2.5 minutes, it's going to be 4:20. We're going to play a match with your boy Rob Van Dam, a gentleman who is not in nearly as many Wrestling Hall of Fames as he should be, based on the fact that, I mean, let's face it, at one point in time, for a good stretch in time, there's an argument to be made that across all professional sports, he was the best overall athlete on the planet. To be 240 pounds, have that speed, that flexibility, creativity, agility, cardiovascular conditioning, and to be able to go out there and wrestle that style night after night, that's an elite league. In any case, I'm going to put on a little bit more Terrence McKenna, and we will be back in a couple of seconds. Stay with us.
And a peculiar quality of erosion of your own attention, so that, you know, no matter who you are, you find yourself wandering through empty colonnades and under a sky pregnant with the possibility of rain. I mean, it's this strange, De Chirico-esque kind of landscape. DMT has another quality. It seems to convey you into just a world of utter outrage, where all linguistic, sensory, and analytical machinery is just brought to a screeching halt. So it's important to learn what you like and to learn what you can put up with. Someone at a recent weekend who takes mushrooms quite religiously and quite regularly. And I said, does it ever get easier? And he said, no, it never gets easier. Each time what I pray as I go into it is, please let me be able to stand a little bit more. Because, finally it is the real mystery. So the only way your relationship to it can end is by you averting your gaze. Because no human being can gaze into it endlessly, because it is, it is what it says it is. It is the other. I was groping for the Hebrew, but not finding it. Yes. Yeah.
Just want to follow up on that question a little bit. Stan Grof describes LSD as a non-specific amplifier. And by that he means it amplifies what's already existing in the psyche. And he uses this metaphor that LSD serves as a kind of telescope or microscope, in that it does not itself produce the experience, but rather it enables you to have an experience that's already there in potentia, latent in your psyche. And I just wonder if you could comment on that, since you just now described the various psychoactives as having a character. So in his framework, would you disagree with it, or would you say that the various telescopes are tinted with a certain lens, or how would you sort of reconcile?
Well, at the beginning of your question, you characterized LSD. It's that it is a non-specific amplifier, but of the contents of the personal unconscious and the sensorium. What people notice about LSD is either what's right or wrong with themselves, or how freaky the world is. A bug, a drop of water, it can be anything. But you discover the strangest things on LSD, and they're real things. Relationships of reflections and windows. And it basically seems to be a tremendous amplifier of attention and analysis of the input of attention when directed into the outer world. And when directed into the inner world, it's an analytical tool for looking at past history of the individual, which is what I call the personal unconscious. The thing that always puzzled me about enthusiasts of LSD was that they claimed that beyond this lie what they called the white light, which they put great store by and made all kinds of Buddhist associations to it. I don't know if I've ever had the white light experience. As I go deeper into strong psychedelics, what happens is multiplicity proliferates. There is not a simplifying. There is a further and further and further complexifying. And I was talking to someone at Ojai Foundation about this, and they said, but surely beyond all this there is some kind of simplification and unity. And I said, well, that I wasn't sure, that maybe it's just, an infinite samsaric ocean in all directions, in all dimensions, forever. Ketamine comes closer to providing a no observer, nothing
That's hilarious. Did not realize that I was muted that time. I said a lot of cool things in that match. Maybe since that was muted, I will actually go back and do a close to live commentary on that match. I was talking the whole time. I had no idea I was muted the past 14 minutes. Now I feel bad because I'm telling you right now, I could hit you with the Mass Effect. There's the Mass Effect. I could hit you with the Fallout. I could hit you with the Daggerfall, but I'm going to hit you with the Bret Hart, and we're going to be right back. We're going to play just a couple of minutes of something else. I don't know that we're going to be able to top that awesome match that RVD and Chris Sabin just had. I told a great story about Van Dam. Nobody heard that. Maybe I'll tell it when we come back. Stay with us. We're going to listen to a little bit of Terrence McKenna. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, like 2 minutes. I'm not leaving for 15 minutes. Not going to go have a smoke break. I'm not one of those streamers. Green Skittles and so on. Writers in the contract. Give me 2-3 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to go look through my Steam games and pick something else out. I talked about how it was probably going to be Balatro, but if I play that, that's another 2 hours. I don't quite want to be here that long. Your boy does have some stuff to go watch on the TV, even though here on the West Coast, it is 1:08 in the morning right now. Stay with us.
It's an analytical tool for looking at past history of the individual, which is what I call the personal unconscious. The thing that always puzzled me about enthusiasts of LSD was that they claimed that beyond this lie what they called the white light, which they put great store by and made all kinds of Buddhist associations to it, some kind of simplification and unity. And I said, well, that I wasn't sure, that maybe it's just, an infinite samsaric ocean in all directions, in all dimensions, forever. Ketamine comes closer to providing a no observer, nothing observed kind of state, but you can't do much with that. I mean, you can have it, but there is, of course, with the dropping of all boundaries, a feeling of release. But what I'm interested in are bringing back artifacts to share with the tribe. And I've accepted that they will come in the form of either things that can be painted or things that can be said. And since I'm better at the saying than the painting, I work like that. Stan is a good friend of mine. We've talked about this over the years. I just can't confirm his maps of the psyche. I don't see those states occurring along a continuum the way that he says they do. I think it's much more chaotic, and that if his categories work to facilitate psychotherapy, then that's good, because that's what he's interested in. In other words, I see his maps as very, very provisional and useless and useful for navigating. But I doubt that when we get the final maps, if we ever do, that they will bear terrifically much resemblance to that. And I think he would agree with that. I mean, we're not at loggerheads about this. Anybody who works with psychedelics, their ultimate position is that, hell, they don't know.
Well, Terrence McKenna's right, and I'm back. And I guess we are going to play a little Balatro. So for the people interested in this, this might be fascinating, and for the people who don't know what this is, you're really going to be confused. Let's go to Yellow Steak. Actually, let's go to base difficulty. We haven't played this in a while. We're going to need to warm up. This is either going to be 2 minutes or the next 2 hours. This was my game of the year for 2024. If you look up the Steam reviews, the reviews are amazing for this game. I'm going to start out with a pretty weak hand pair. A pair of 4s and a pair of jacks. This is not poker. This absolutely is not poker. I say that to people, and people play this and still think it's poker. Actually, you know, let's do something else. Let's do something else. Let's actually do a discard here. That discard did not help us, but 2, 3, 4. Gonna take a chance here. Can we get a club card? Thank you. I know you're saying that's a flush. That is poker. Okay, seems like poker right now. It's not gonna seem like poker in a second when we get this ball rolling. Very surprised that I had the microphone muted. 288 points on the board. Anything will win this for us. We're just gonna play the pair here. Actually, you know what? Why not go for it? We got a flush, play the flush. Play the flush, kid. Hopefully that pumpkin's not blocking too much. This is ante 1 of 8. I think I'm gonna play this for another 17 minutes, and then wherever we are, we're gonna finish that ante, end the stream. Your boy's gonna go wash some stuff and get something to eat. Joker's here. That's not bad, but not great. Let's see if we can get some kind of joker that's gonna start doing something for us. No, not taking that one. -2 hand size? No, sir. Okay, this will be cool. It's gonna give us some jokers. We'll go with this one as well. Set ourselves up here for success. A lot of people like to not spend money below $25 on here. Oh, okay. Plus malt, 8 to create a tarot card. Okay, we got a couple of 8s there. Sure. Let's do that. Let's play the 2 8s. Play the 2 5s, get rid of this 4, see if we get a couple of tarot cards here, if I read that correctly. Did I read that correctly? Because nothing happened. One in 4 chance, well, probably still should have got something there. Definitely gonna level this up. Buy and use. Playing the pair is very effective in this game, more effective than you know. We're gonna hold on to the money. I need to get rid of this. Thought I had 5 jokers. I guess I didn't. Contains a straight. This needs to go too, because we're not going to play any straights most likely. Chips first. 2 aces. Ace, king, queen, jack. Let's play the 2 aces here. Let's play the 3, the 2, and the 7. Let's sell this card. Let's sell this. Play this hand. See what happens here. Because I have people in chat, and you know, during that Van Damme Sabin match, I noticed people are leaving. I'm like, people are leaving during this match? Like, something's off. And now I know what that was. Probably could still play the pair here, but we're gonna get rid of some stuff. We have 3 discards to work with. You gotta play a little bit risky early on. 2 queens, 2 kings. Also burn the 4. People who know this game kind of know what I'm doing. People who don't know have no clue what's going on, but that's a win for the round there. Slowing things down with a little bit of Blatro at the end of the stream here. It's been an interesting stream. Would have been perfect had I unmuted the mic after that first break. That's why you need an engineer, which I don't have. That comes in clutch. Rerolling the boss blind. Ooh. Gotta go with that. Jokers. Don't need that. Trigger all played cards in the final hand of the round. We're gonna sell it. We're gonna sell it because we're gonna take a chance here that we're gonna get a couple of cool jokers. Gonna skip that so we can get that foil joker. See what we ended up with here. +1 hand size. That's, you know, not great, but okay. +1 mult per hand played, minus mult per discard. We're gonna get rid of this. A couple of 8s, couple of 6s. Let's get rid of this 9. Let's get rid of the 3 and the 2. And what we're looking for here is either a 5, a 6, or an 8. Let's see if we can get one. We got an 8. Beautiful. 2 8s, we're gonna play the 2 6s. That's gonna be 40 times 4. Let me see if I play a pair what it's gonna be. 25 times 3, so we will play that. It's a strong opening hand. Look at that. That took us all the way. Hopefully we'll get a good 5th joker. To have this many jokers this early on is pretty sweet. Probably should buy those. I don't need the hand size now, so I'm gonna sell this. Buy that. I'm gonna buy this. Enhances 1 selected card into a wild card, which comes in clutch. Enhances 2 selected cards into bonus cards. We're gonna see if we end up with 2 new jokers here. We do. Is that even Steven or Odd Todd? This is Odd Todd. 1 in 2 chance. It's kind of not great, but we'll bring this over here. This one probably should be first. Chips go first. Bring that over here. We're gonna take a chance here. Actually, what we can do, we can kind of cheat. I think we can kind of cheat. Is this gonna show us these cards? It's an ace and a king. Oh boy, we're not. Okay. Wow. So this would be high card. So we know we've got an ace, a king, and a jack. We don't have anything here. And I didn't notice the suits. I should have been paying attention to the suits as well. I'm not going to burn the discard. We're just going to play this hand. Actually, that's an ace. Let's get rid of the ace. Let's get rid of the jack. 3, 4. Let's play this. This is a heart. That is a wild card. So that I probably could have had a diamond something there. definitely going to be kings. So that's 3 kings, 2 7s. That's going to be a flush. So what you have to do, that's going to work out for us. $29. We're going to get some more money here, which is good. That means we're going to get some good interest. People are going to be saying, shouldn't you be asleep right now? It's almost 1:30 in the morning. But no, I shouldn't be asleep right now. I am kind of sleepy, but we're going to stay here. Let's see, this is 10 plus mult, so... And it's going to be 10 mult for everything. I mean, that is better than this. And we'll be able to sell it and make some money at some point. Plus 10 mult. What does this do? Played, wasn't even paying attention. Odd Todd. Odd Todd and Even Steven. Played cards with odd rank give plus 31 chips when scored. So that's the ace, the 9, the 7, the 5, and the 3. Let's see, 10, 16, 20. I'll still have $15 left. Let's do it. Well, you know, we don't want a 5. Let's do one of 3. Go down to 21 bucks. Pair, straight, 3 of a kind. Let's upgrade pair to level 3. Pair's gonna come in clutch, I'm telling you. Don't need that. Any jokers I want to get rid of? This is, I mean, I don't need this. I'm gonna take my chances that this is gonna give me a better joker. And it does. This is a cool joker to have. You kind of mess around with it for a little while until it's gone. We can definitely get a flush here. Play this, will be high card king. And that's enough. That's incredible. Value of this egg card's going up. So this card will pay for itself, and in the meantime it's giving me a nice multiplier. I think I paid $7 for this card. Now worth 6. This is a good card too. What do I get rid of though? This misprint, it's random. There's a little secret that I'm glad I forgot, because once I figured it out, I'm like, I can exploit that. 31 chips. This gives 50 chips, but this is 31 for each card. Sell the ice cream. That'll help me make some money. Full house. Yeah, we're gonna buy this. Buy and use full house. We don't have any tarot cards, but we're gonna buy a couple here. We're gonna stay above $25. Beautiful. So we can get $16 here, 20 here. Definitely going with this. Actually going to do a re-roll of the shop. get garbage, but that's okay. We're gonna look in here, buy a standard card, hopefully it's something fancy. People are gonna say go with the stone card. I'm actually going to go with the nothing. I'm gonna go for it. Upgrade flush by 3 levels. And use that later. Burn these cards. Burn them. High card king, scoring well. See if we can get a heart here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we get rid of the hearts. They won't give me a club. They said, we're not giving you a club. We don't care what you do or say. It's not going to happen. Here's a pair of aces. And that's going to be it. It's going to be it for that round. I actually think I'm going to play through 3 more rounds. Made some good money there. This luchador card looks cool, doesn't do much. This I need to buy. Raise the cap on interest. Probably should get rid of that first Joker at this point. Because I don't need it anymore. Let's open up a planetary pack. Full house, straight, 2 pair. Level up full house. Let's see if we can get a decent Joker out here. It's got to be better than that first Joker I have. Clubs give +3 mult when scored. We are going to get this club card even though we won't be hanging on to it. +3 mult, so I think that should go probably about there. Now, let's skip it. I don't know if I can get 2 Jokers that are that, but play only 1 hand, so this is make or break. 5,000. Probably going to need to play a flush here. So we're gonna need all 1 suit. If I could play a flush that's clubs, that would be the best thing possible. Gotta remember to discard here and not play this. And of course, like, I've got 2 clubs. I mean, you know, I got nothing. 2, 3. Looking for 2 more clubs. Need 1 more club. I need one of these 4 cards to be a club here. And that has worked out, boys and girls. Confident we're gonna make it to the 5K here. Pretty easily flew past it. 11K. That egg is still making money. Now we're $12. Nice. Made $21? That's crazy. We actually did. We got 2 nice Jokers here. Let's see what this is. Oh, Reroll boss blind unlimited times. I've never had this. I didn't even know this was a thing. Definitely gonna take that. It's $10 per reroll, but I mean that's a guaranteed win if you can get some good money. Plus 10 molt if hand contains a flush. I don't like it. It locks me into flushes. Played cards with diamond suit get plus 3 molt when scored. Well, what are we doing here? Are we going diamonds? Are we going clubs? I think we stick with what we have. I'm actually going to buy something here. My cards are pretty plain so far. Let's make them a little bit spicy. That didn't work, but that's alright. Look at the jokers here. They really want me to play flushes. I understand people make good money with this, but I'm not playing that game. This thing we saw earlier, and we're not playing straight, so... plus molt. I guess I have to go with it. What is it? 10 molt plus 3. The pros will tell you not to skip this many times, and they would be absolutely right. Can I just get a heart? Why does my life have to be so difficult? I hate being stuck playing flushes. It's 5 cards. If you're gonna be stuck, you wanna be stuck playing less cards than this. But it is gonna work. Hopefully we get some diamonds here. 2 aces. But we're gonna use a couple of discards. Let's discard these. 2. Actually, got so many hands. Beautiful. And 2 diamond cards in there. Those are going to score nicely. It's looking good. Things usually get rough around the 4th ante, but I mean, we're ante 5, and I mean this is, you know, we're playing with enough diversity that, you know, boss blind isn't really gonna do too much to us. Definitely gonna level this up. I think it's better to either level up pair or 2 pair and not both, and if you think about it, you can kind of figure out why. Choose 2, so flush, straight, 4 of a kind, pair, level up pair, and I guess we have to go with flush now at level 5. Let's open up another pack. We're making a lot of money. 2 pair, straight, straight flush, pair, flush. Level up pair. I need to get pair higher. Just a nice option to have in your back pocket. That'll give me $15 that I probably don't need. Might be better off seeing a store. Let me just out of curiosity, let me see how this scores. Let me get rid of the 4. Let's just see how this scores. Pair of 3s, one of the 3s is a diamond. Pairs leveled up to 5. We've got 3 hands, so we can kind of mess around a little bit. That took us to over 9,000. Let's do some discards here. Actually, you know what? We don't need to do any discards. This is gonna do it. That high card ace probably would have scored well too. I think it's a 14 there. Thought that'd be a little bit better, but that's alright. Pairs at 70, 2 pairs is going to be lower, and this is why you level up one of these things and not both. Let's burn the 7 and the 9. Let's burn the king too. Could have had a diamond king and whatever else there. We're close enough that we can take some chances here. As long as we hold on to the 2 queens there. Can we get another diamond card? Be pretty sweet. We don't need it, but we got it. It's a very strong hand to close this round out. Once again, that egg adds a little bit more value. How much money are we gonna make on this? I mean, that's so much money to make $21 every time. Earn $4 at poker hand is a high card. Now, if you get this card early, you can really make some money with this. Plus 10 mult, but I'm not playing that. This is a great card. But we're spreading ourselves all over the place. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This card is still doing so much great things for us. Do I want that? Let's look at some tarot packs. Give ourselves a little bit of time to think about it. We're gambling tonight, and it paid off. Paid off. Wow. So we did get that X 1.5 multiplier anyway. And we are actually, I guess this one has to go at the end. It should still trigger the odd whatever. Diamonds. Wow. Let's double up. No, too good to be true. Wasn't gonna happen twice. We're gonna skip this Bloodstone card, even though it was the card I heavily leaned on to win my first ever run of Latro. Looking for a club card here, and we got it. I think we'll be able to make it. Maybe not on this first hand, but And Odd Todd is still doing what it does, so that's cool. That took us up to 15,000. What are we doing here? Getting rid of a lot of stuff is what we're doing. Might as well get rid of the 8. Might as well, I would say, get rid of the 3. I guess we should hold on to the 8. I mean, they're not giving us anything. Let's play high card queen. Let's get rid of the 9. Let's get rid of the 7. Let's get rid of the 8 now. It's a diamond queen, so it's gonna score well because of this card. Let's play 2 kings here. Get rid of this ace. Get rid of this 3. Get rid of this jack. We're setting ourselves up for some diamonds here on the last hand, hopefully. Would be nice if we have to go to the last hand. No, we're not gonna have to. Usually when I play this game, I don't have any money. So to have money like this playing this is pretty insane. $26 on the cash out. This you have to get. +1 hand size. If you play this game and you have money like this, you have to get this. This is a card all Balatro players kind of feel iffy about. If you get it, it's the first Joker, alright, but nah, it's not great. You can open up both of these planet packs because we're making so much money now, it'd be crazy not to. Straight flush, pair, flush, high card. Try to get pair up. People sleep on pair and they really shouldn't. Pair. And I'm gonna show you. If I get a pair of diamond cards, you're gonna see how high it's gonna score already. Have to go for the negative Joker. 30,000. Pair of queens. I almost think I've got to get rid of this. Yeah, I guess this is the hand to play. There's just a pair of queens, no diamonds, and we're going to see how high it scores. Being a pair, which is at level 7. Okay, that's 10,000. Straight flush, which we don't want to play because that's not leveled up enough. We need a spade. And it just, the game's like, you ain't getting a spade, kid. Pair of 2s. Might have been stupid to play this, we're gonna see. Oh, it looks alright. They're just not giving it to you. You're not getting it tonight. Play this, get rid of the ace, get rid of the 7. It's a diamond jack. And that's gonna do it. It's not what I had planned, but it worked out. Can make a lot of money here. Wow, definitely taking this. a negative joker, plus 80 chips for a flush. So that's a little incentive now to play the flushes. Wow. Retrigger each played 2, 3, 4, or 5. And it's a 1x multiplier. I hate to tell you. Misprint. It's been a hell of a run. In fact, this one, this is actually, well, that's 10 multiplier. But it's time. We're gonna keep misprint. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chips. I guess we keep that. Nah. It's looking good. A lot of money. High card, no. 2 pair, no. Flush, gotta do it. The more stores you can see and the more cards you can see, the better you're gonna do here. This card is played and scores have to go with that. Do a reroll. Buy that flush. Let's do another reroll. 4 of a kind. Not gonna waste my time with that. Let's level up flush. Taking flush now to level 7. Club cards are debuffed. Luckily, we're not building clubs. Don't need to worry about that. Can I get a pair of anything? I mean, it's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. We're gonna try to get some diamonds in the next hand. Just need 2 diamonds in the next draw here. Couldn't even get 1 diamond. What do we have here? Absolutely nothing. 2, 3. Running out of discards. Not good. Should be a very high scoring hand here. Beautiful, that's all we needed. 56,913. Made 27 bucks. You can abuse this too. All flushes and straights can be made with 4 cards. And we've got flush leveled up to level 7. Bruh. It's almost a guaranteed win if we get that card. What can we get rid of here? Probably don't need the money, but that is 50 chips. Have to do it. Open up a planet pack. Full house pair. Now all of a sudden, flush is only 4 cards. It becomes a little bit more tempting to level that up because it becomes more doable than when it was 5 cards. Don't need hearts. We're certainly not getting rid of any diamonds. left card into the right card. Let's do that. 2 kings of diamonds, the highest diamond cards I had to choose from there. If you're in chat, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up. Gonna buy that. Gonna buy that. Gonna reroll one more time. Shouldn't have done that, but did it anyway. I'm not gonna skip it. We need to play this. That's 6. We need to play this 6. If we play this 6, it's a guaranteed win here. Let's see. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Ditch those. How about some diamonds, game? How about some diamonds? Can't get a diamond? That's alright. We're going to play the pair of 6s here. Get rid of this 9, get rid of this 10, get rid of this ace. Got a pair of 8s there that we'll keep, and then we've got some diamonds, and actually, do I enhance that 6? You know what, we're not going to enhance the 6, but what we are going to do, 2 selected cards by 1, increase this, this is going to give us 3 7s, which will not score. So this is why this is not poker. This is a perfect example. Over on the left hand, you can see the pair here is going to score 100 times 8, which is 800. 3 of a kind in poker is better than a pair, but in this it's not going to be. That's only going to be 30 times 3, so I've got 3 of a kind is going to score 90, whereas a pair is going to score 800. Let me see what this is going to score. A full house, 90 times 8. 100 times, okay, so let's play this. Let's get rid of the 9, the 10, the ace. 2 cards to lucky cards. I don't want to risk it. I don't know if it'll stack on top of this, so we're just going to play this. Pair of 7s. This is going to score much better than 800, by the way, when all the jokers and the parks pop off. Trying to get to 35,000. Opening hand took us to 12,700. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to play. We're going to buff this and buff this. Enhances 2 cards to lucky cards. If you're wondering what lucky card does, it means that we've got a 1 in 5 chance for a plus 20 mult, also 1 in 15 chance to win $20. I do a flush leveled up to level 8. These are all diamonds. One of these cards is buffing diamonds. This one gives us a plus 3 mult when diamonds score, so this is going to score very well. And we're going to have 2 more hands to play after this if we need it. The lucky cards did not give me the extra bonuses that I was hoping, but the odds were low. Look at this. Look at this. 75,000 one hand. Still had 2 more hands I could have played that round, and we're going to make at least $25 here. $25. Money to spend. Misprint comes back. Don't need it. Don't want it. Don't want it. I mean, we've got good jokers up here. Let's review the jokers. All flushes and straights can be made with 4 cards. Not 5, 4 cards. Earn an extra $1 interest for every $5 you have at the end of the round. We have $96 right now. That's how we're making money. The negative joker Plus 80 chips if played hand contains a flush. Flushes aren't 5 cards now. Flushes are 4 cards, so that's easy. Then we get a plus 3 molt buff on all diamond cards. You come over here. Played cards with odd ranks give plus 31 chips. And over here, re-trigger each played 2, 3, 4, or 5. I mean, this is just a great build we have here. It takes luck and then skill to know what to do with that luck to win on this game. Don't need the stone card. Don't need that. We're gonna gamble here. See if we can make one of our jokers even better. Only have a 25% chance. Probably gonna say nope. That's what happened, but we can afford to take these chances. We've got $92 left. See what's going on here. Gold card, don't need it. Don't have room for a joker. Doubles. Money, that'll give us $20. Spades, don't really need them. Convert the left card to the right card. We're definitely gonna take this 3 of spades, I guess. Because clubs have already been, we've already had the boss that debuffs clubs. So we're gonna take this 3 of spades. We're gonna turn it into another queen of diamonds. Oh, we get to, I didn't realize we were gonna have to use 2 cards, and we're gonna double our money. Or actually we're gonna add $20, so this should take us to $104 here. Gonna re-roll, straight flush, let's level up straight. Even though I don't think we've played any straights this round, let's look at what we've played. I've played no straights, we've played mostly flushes. Actually, we played mostly pairs. 10 pairs, 8 flushes, 4 high cards. Let's go to the next round. This is looking like a win. Would rather see the Storm make the money than get that buff. Starting us out here with something I don't want, 3, 4, but this can be a flush. 4 cards is a flush now. And we'll burn this other 2. You gotta see these opportunities when you play this game. Trying to get to 52,000. Gonna have 3 hands to play after this. That took us halfway. 2, 3, 4. Gonna burn some cards here in an attempt to get 1 diamond. We're getting rid of 5 cards. We need 1 diamond here. And got it. Even though that's a flush, 4 cards, I'm gonna play the 2 as well just to make a little extra money. Score a little bit more. Lucky card still is not giving us the buff that we were hoping for. And that's it, 2 hands. Moving on to the next round, flying through this. Let me see what the boss blind is. I haven't even been looking at that. Made $26 that time. Let's see the boss blind. 1 in 7 cards gets drawn face down. Your boy's not worried about that. Stop it. Don't need the spades. Definitely gonna need this. Convert up to 3 cards to diamonds. See if we can level up flush here again. Straight flush, 4 of a kind, straight. So I guess, I mean, these are hands that we're not going to play. Straight flush have not played 1 this whole game. 4 of a kind have not played 1 this whole game. Straight, possibly. Nope, we just talked about having played straight, but it's the most likely. So we're going to go with that. Pick another planet here. Hopefully we can get a flush. Yep, there's flush. We can get flush to level 9. Absolutely. Flush is not easy to play when you play this game. It's like not easy to main, but if you get lucky and you can do it, it scores really well. Now watch what we're gonna do here. Convert up to 3 selected cards to diamonds. This is a wild card. I mean, we already have boom, 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 boom. 5. That's already a flush. But what we're gonna do, convert these to diamonds. So now we can go ace, queen, this, 4. I could get rid of this card. I'm not going to, and I'm gonna save this wild card. And that's the hand. Have to get 70,000. This is not a difficult boss to beat. 1 in 7 cards drawn face down. It does handicap you, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we just scored almost 50,000 off that. This is gonna count as a diamond because it's a wild card. 2, 3, 4, that's a flush. That's all we need. We'll play this. That's probably gonna do it for us. Didn't even have to use the discard. And we're just looking for a win here tonight. All we want to do is have a win. That's it. Have a win and then we're calling it. So if you're in chat, you don't have to worry. You're not going to be here another 6-7 hours. You're going to be here like another 10 minutes maybe. Why not go for it? Rerolls cost $2 less. Plus 2 molt for every $5 you have. This is not a bad card. 48 molt. Not getting rid of this because it's a times molt. This is a times molt. The diamonds have been coming in clutch. Can't get rid of the negative. This you could probably get rid of, to be honest with you. 50 chips, that's, I mean... Plus 48 molt is, I mean... And we don't need the money. We're deep enough into this thing. We're not going to need the money, so we are going to take this. Where does this go? Times molt. Plus 3 molt when scored. $5, yeah. So let's not spend that much money, but let's open up a couple of these packs. 5 card, 2 pair. I guess we'll go with full house. Not that we're trying to play full house or anything, but... Open up a card pack. Hopefully we'll get something nice in here. Steel card. The first steel card we've had. Have to go with that. I'd rather see a store than get the $26. And the final bid, it says forces 1 card to always be selected, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like doing that. So we're gonna re-roll, but not yet, because we want to save the money. I probably could work around that, but I don't really feel like putting myself in that position. Play a couple of 6s, get rid of this 2. Get rid of this 10, get rid of this king. So it's basically just 2 6s, non-diamonds. Have to get to 50,000. 15 is not bad. I mean, We still have 3 hands left, so that's 45,000 we know we can get to, even if we play low stuff. 3, 4, 5. This is gonna score well. These are these flushes that we've been playing all game. Some people get into the trap of playing flushes with 5 cards and it just becomes difficult and they get stuck. That's not the position we're in. We're in a good position with these flushes. Oh, I love this card. Unfortunately, we're not taking it this time. I love the Hanging Chad, the Al Gore card, but we can't go with it this time. Open up another planet pack on our way to the final boss. And level up Pair. Because again, Pair might come in clutch. And we've got it at level 9 now. Okay, can take a glass card. $23 or a glass card. I'm gonna take a glass card. And we're gonna put it on... People are like, you're putting it on the ace? What's wrong with you? I can't remember if the boss we had debuffed aces or clubs. I think it was clubs. So I'm gonna put this on the 7. Oh, we get 2 of them. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. Let's go with the money. Cause that'll buy us another reroll. No. One more reroll. This is a beautiful card. Uncommon jokers. Give 1.5 mult each of them. This is uncommon. This is uncommon. This is uncommon, but we can't get rid of this because we won't have the room for the card. So we're not going to do it. I'm not going to level up high cards. Too late in the day. Don't need it. That boss is only 100,000, so you know what? We're going to take a chance there. We're not even going to re-roll the boss. Nah, we're not gonna re-roll the boss. Gonna play this pair of aces. Get rid of those aces. Get rid of this. Boom, boom. I can't get rid of the other 7 because then that'll be 2 pair, which is 40 times 3. We'd rather have the 115 times 9. Get rid of the 10, get rid of the... Well, I can't get rid of the queen. Guess I'd rather get rid of the queen than that 10 in case I need the pair of 10s here. Let's see what this does. You'll also notice that unlike a lot of people who play Elatro, I don't burn through all of my discards. I actually learned the hard way. Hang on to your discards as much as you possibly can. Get rid of this. That. You. Now we use a discard and attempt to get a diamond, and we have a steel card now, so. This is how you play this game. The steel card is going to give us a nice multiplier. Trying to get to 75,000. My headset's falling apart in the meantime. Let me put this back together. There we go. I think we're getting a win here tonight on stream, because that's 145,000. And we're going into the final round here. And we're going in rich. Going in with $140. Got the Randy Savage card. I'm gonna have to go with the Macho Man. Let's see here. Damn. Do we go with him? It's a. Somebody's gotta go. Can't get rid of the flush, but that's a strong card. Let's open up a tarot pack. We'll think about it. This will buy us a little bit of time. I honestly think I'd rather have the tarot cards. I know people are saying go with the steel card. Yuck. The Hangman that gets rid of a card? I don't need that. Yuck. Guess we'll hang on to that. Have to do it. I'm not even. Well, I'm not gonna reroll. I think we're good. I think we're good to go into this boss. One card's gonna be forced to be selected. Please pick a diamond card, and they did. How dare you make it that easy for me? How dare you? 2, 3, 4. I know. Let's do it. Because this is going to be a flush anyway. And we've got a glass card in there. Have to get to 100,000. We did it. That's how you win at Balatro, boys and girls. Real simple. Don't tell me it can't be done. We just did it. Thank you for joining me on stream. As always, it has been your host, your boy, your friend, your pal, your mate, your confidant, if you will, Arachnid Soul. Please like this stream on the way out if you have not. At the same time, please subscribe to the channel if you